Hello, this video explains how to create a WorldCat data sync collection. Specifically, it will cover the creation of an ongoing bibliographic collection. An ongoing bibliographic data sync collection allows you to keep your holdings in WorldCat maintained on a regular basis through an automated process. This process makes your collections visible and available through OCLC services by adding original cataloging records to WorldCat, enhancing records in your ILS, matching records from your local catalog with records in WorldCat, managing local holdings data, setting or deleting holdings for single institutions or groups to accurately reflect what is in your collection, and updating your holdings in WorldCat with additional local bibliographic data. Data sync collections are set up in WorldShare Collection Manager. If you have a WorldShare account with Collection Manager access, you can use the same account for data sync. If your library has an OCLC cataloging subscription and someone has access to WorldShare Collection Manager, they can provide an account for you. If you do not have a cataloging authorization, you must complete the request form. You will receive an email with login and password instructions to access the WorldShare platform. For assistance with creating an account, contact OCLC support in your region. You will need to confirm that your institution settings for MARC records are configured. To begin, go to your library's custom WorldShare web address and sign in with your WorldShare username and password. Click Metadata, then Collection Manager, and then Institution Settings. Select MARC Records, then select Yes to enable MARC record delivery. Once you have enabled MARC record delivery, you will see the option to customize records. Here you can add fields to map data elements to your records. To add fields, enter a tag, select a first and/or second indicator, or leave them set to blank. Enter a subfield. Choose from the data values in the value dropdown to map the associated data to your record. Use the green Add button and red minus button to add or remove fields. For data sync collections, it is recommended that you add the data value for the local system number or LSN if you receive WorldCat records for the collection. If you need your LSN in the 001 field, you will need to add that manually to your records. You may also choose to add the OCLC number value to the customized record area. Records from Collection Manager will include the OCLC number in the 001 and 035 fields. After configuring your institution settings, click the Create a Collection button under Metadata and then Collection Manager. Choose Data Sync Collection from the collection type list. Choose the data type processing that you need from the drop-down list. Options include Bibliographic, Local Holdings Records, Delete WorldCat Holdings, or Delete Local Holdings Records. Click the Create button. OCLC recommends only one collection per data type. If you select a data type and a message appears about an existing collection, search for that existing collection before creating a new collection. To search, under Collection Manager, choose Data Sync Collection, leave the search terms blank, click on the Search button. If possible, use the existing collection. If you do not see this message, click Create to view the Data Sync Collection panels. The Properties, Comments, and Contact Information panels are included in each collection type. Other panels are specific to the collection type. The panels for bibliographic record information, local bibliographic data, and MARC record output apply to the bibliographic data sync collection. Both bibliographic and Delete WorldCat Holdings collections accept MARC records or numeric search keys for processing. Under the Properties tab, add a name for your collection. The collection ID number will be provided after filling out all of the options for the collection. Several areas will be filled in by the system, such as the OCLC number, WorldCat registry number, and others. Indicate if you will submit files for a group of libraries. If a consortium or third party is sending your files, enter the name of the consortium or third party in the area provided. Next, indicate whether the submitted data will be in MARC format or not. Also, indicate whether you want OCLC to use the status of your file for processing. If you choose yes, the processing is based on the rec stat code. If that is D, holdings are deleted. If you use other values, holdings are set. If you choose no, holdings are set on all matching WorldCat records and the rec stat value is not considered. Also, in the case of no, you will need to delete holdings in other ways, such as using Connection, Record Manager, or create a delete holdings data sync collection. Optionally, you may add a brief description of your collection and/or your data. Click on Bibliographic Record Information. Enter the initial estimate of the number of records to be sent for the first time. Fill in the information about your local system or your ILS. Indicate the field where the OCLC and local system numbers are located. If you want to exclude information from processing, click on the Processing tab. Indicate yes or no where options exist. Then enter the location of the information, such as tag, type, etc., the value that appears at the location, and the action to be taken. Click on Local Bibliographic Data Information if you wish to identify the local data fields you wish to keep and the locations of the corresponding sources in your system. Click MARC Record Output Information to enable MARC Record Output and indicate whether you want OCLC to send MARC records from WorldCat or your library. WMS subscribing libraries will also need to select their desired holdings visibility level. Select Deliver Unresolved WorldCat Records to include unresolved records in your MARC record delivery. This allows you to review any unresolved records for further action. Click Contact Information. Enter at least one person's information in all fields. To add more people, click the plus symbol. OCLC recommends providing contact information for 2 or 3 people. It is very important to have all of the information available when creating the collection. If you need to collect additional information or cannot complete the other panels at this time, use the Save button to store this collection. Save assigns the collection ID, and the status of the collection is shown as saved in progress. When you are ready to submit your collection, select Send Collection to OCLC from the Collection Actions drop-down menu. Note that a collection cannot be deleted once it has been saved and/or submitted. Upon submitting the collection, the system will confirm that this request has been submitted, and the collection will appear in the collection list. Also, the status will be changed to submitted. Finally, it is very important to maintain direct communication with the assigned specialist using the communications area in your collection. The comments section appears once you have saved or submitted your collection. Click on Comments to open the accordion. Within the Comments section, you should see if a data sync specialist has been assigned to your collection. You can leave a comment to speak directly with the specialist. The next steps will be to prepare and name your file, then submit your file to OCLC. Learn more about these steps in separate videos. If you need assistance or have questions, visit help.oclc.org to obtain documentation, training, and information about how to contact OCLC support.